goes on whether there is a festival or not. So, why do almost every culture, every civilization create special days of celebration? Welcome to Sunday Feast. Every Sunday, we'll gather around a different table, sometimes filled with history, sometimes with nature, sometimes with ancient wisdom, sometimes with festivals and celebrations, and sometimes with a simple curiousness hidden in everyday life. Every week, we will take home one thought to nourish our minds and hearts. Since Onam is just around the corner, what better way could it be than to begin with one of India's most loved festivals?
മനസ്സിലോണം ഓണമാഘോഷം പൂക്കൾ കൊണ്ട് അലങ്കരിക്കാം ഓണസദ്യ ഒരുക്കാം കൂട്ടുകാർക്കൊപ്പം നൃത്തവും പാട്ടുമാടാം ഓണം ഓണം പ്രിയയോണം.
But before we talk about Onam, let me ask you something. Why do we celebrate festivals? When we think of festivals, we usually think of delicious food, new clothes, family gatherings, music, flowers, and celebrations. But perhaps festivals were never created merely to entertain us. They remind us of who we are. They help communities come together. They preserve stories that might otherwise be forgotten. Most importantly, they quietly pass on the values from one generation to the next. Children may first remember the flowers, sweets, or gifts. As they grow older, they begin to discover the wisdom hidden behind them. Perhaps that is why festivals survive for centuries, not because of rituals alone, but because of the timeless values they carry. Among India's many festivals, Onam holds a very special place. For 10 beautiful days, homes are decorated with colorful floral carpets called Pookolam. Families gather around a grand feast known as Sadya. Traditional dances, games, and even spectacular boat races bring entire communities together. It is a festival filled with warmth, gratitude, and togetherness. But behind all these celebrations stands one unforgettable story. The story of a king whom people never stopped loving. That king was Mahabali, the grandson of the great devotee Prahlada. This Friday on my Dasavatara series, you would have heard the story. Still, for those who are tuning onto my channel for the first time, let me brief it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel as many feasts will be served in the ongoing days. Mahabali was known for generosity, courage, and sincere concern for his people. His kingdom prospered. People lived happily. Justice was valued. Even today, Mahabali is remembered as an ideal ruler. Yet, success brings its own challenges. As his victories increased, Mahabali conquered not only the earth but even the heavenly kingdom ruled by Indra. The cosmic balance was disturbed. Not because Mahabali was cruel, but because every ruler, however noble, is still part of a larger order. Indra's mother Aditi did not seek revenge. Instead, she turned to prayer. With guidance of sage Kashyapa, she observed the sacred Payovrata. Moved by devotion, Lord Vishnu chose to be born as their son. Not as mighty warrior, but as a small Brahmin boy, Vamana. That itself is a lesson. Not every problem is solved through force. Sometimes humility achieves what power cannot. Vamana approached Mahabali during a great Ashwamedha yaga performed by him and asked for just 3 steps of land. Mahabali smiled, asked for more. But Vamana replied that one who is not content with the 3 steps would never be content with the whole world. Mahabali agreed. In that moment, Vamana revealed his cosmic form as Trivikrama. With 1 step, he measured the earth. With a second, he measured the heavens. There was nowhere left for the third one. Mahabali bowed his head. My lord, place your 3rd step here. He lost a kingdom, but gained something far greater. The Lord blessed him with glorious realm of Suthala, and according to the tradition, granted him the privilege of visiting his beloved people once every year. That loving remembrance lives on in the celebration of Onam. If we look beyond the celebrations, Onam gently reminds us of values that never grow old. Gratitude for the abundance we receive, generosity in sharing what we have, the joy of family and community, humility even in success, the importance of keeping our world, and above all, the understanding that true greatness is measured not only by what we achieve but by the values we leave behind. Perhaps that is why Mahabali is remembered even today. Not for the kingdom he ruled, but for the character he lived. Now, a question for all of us. As we prepare to celebrate Onam, perhaps the most meaningful question is not, will Mahabali visit us this year? The real question is this: Mahabali, if Mahabali walked into our homes today, if Mahabali walked into our homes today, would he recognize the generosity that made him great? Would he see families spending time together? Would he find honesty in our words, kindness in our relationships, gratitude for what we already have, and humility in our success? The surrender with devotion to the ultimate divine. Or have we become so busy celebrating festivals that we have forgotten the values they came to celebrate? Maybe that is the invitation of Onam. Not simply to decorate our homes with flowers, but to decorate our lives with the qualities that make every home truly beautiful. Thank you for joining me for the very first Sunday feast. Every festival has a celebration we can see and wisdom waiting to be discovered. Every Sunday, let us uncover one such story together. Until we meet again next Sunday, this is Raji wishing you good health, happiness, and a heart that remains curious enough to discover the deeper meaning behind the world around us. Happy Onam to everyone celebrating this beautiful festival.